When I was a young boy, I was a little bit girl crazy. I mean, most boys my age back then were convinced girls had cooties, but I never had that face. I always wanted to hang out with the girls. Even when I was in kindergarten, I remember this one particular girl. I would chase her around the playground all the time. I mean, even the game started to form because some of my classmates, saw me chasing around this girl, and they decided that they would try to protect her. And so she would go hide in the castle, and I would try to run up the slide and do everything I could get to her, and these 3 and 4 guys would do everything they could to stop me. Well, what is the point of the story? Well, not much has changed in the way of my desires. You see, when I read this story, I saw that that green door on that white wall was a door that led to paradise. And the things that stopped him from entering that door was his earthly desires. In the same way, my earthly desires hindered me from wanting to enter that door as well. And my greatest earthly desire has always been to have a family and to be in love. Another story. I grew up in the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Now, you probably don't know much about that church, but one thing that is very unique about the Seventh-day Adventist Church is their emphasis on the end times. While many churches today avoid the topic altogether, the Seventh-day Adventist Church highlights it as often as they can. I remember going to this conference one time. It was all about the end times. And I was getting to that age where I could actually think for myself. And the speaker, he kept talking about Jesus' return, the rapture, and how the afterlife would be a life of bliss, a life without tears or sadness. But he also talked about how we would be like the angels, and there would no longer be marriage. I remember praying to Jesus that night. I remember thinking to myself, saying, God, I don't want you to come back. I want to have a family. I want to get married. You can't come back, God. You can't. Not until at least I have my second kid. Then you can come back. It wasn't until I got much older and really devoted my life more to God that I started to believe that no matter how much my desires got fulfilled in this life, it would never be as great as heaven would be. I no longer pray for him not to come back. No, instead, I pray every day that he does come back, that he comes back quickly. I pray every day that that green door on that white wall will open up and I will be able to enter it and finally see my God face to face. I will be finally able to weep tears of joyness and happiness for eternity. I no longer believe I have anything that will prevent me from entering that door.